Okay, so in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to do two things. One is the slip knot and two is the chain stitch. All you're going to need for this tutorial is a ball of yarn and a hook. When you're choosing your yarn, you want to choose a heavier weight. And the reason you want to do this is because you will be able to handle it better than you would thinner yarn. You will be able to see your stitches better than you would with thinner yarn. When you turn your yarn over, you will see the size hook you're going to need. You're going to see a picture of the hook, and then if you read around it, it should tell you the hook size you're going to need. And for this yarn, I'm going to need a size K hook. So that's what I got. Okay, so you want to grab your yarn, you want to open it up, and you want to pull at one end where, it starts unraveling. The first thing that I'm going to teach you is the slip knot. And this is just how you're going to start out every time with any project. You want to start out with a slip knot. So the first thing that you want to do is you grab your two fingers. You wrap the yarn around your finger and you make an X. On that, right on the X where it crosses, you want to put your thumb there. Then you will get the small end of the yarn and put it behind the circle. Then you want to grab your hook. You want to go in one side, under that yarn, and out the other side. You want to hold on to the small and the long string together, those two together, and pull. Again, so you want to hold out your two fingers. You want to wrap the yarn around all the way till you get an X. Right in the middle of that X, you want to put your thumb, take out your fingers, you leave the loop, put the small loop behind it. Then you want to insert your hook in one side, under, hold both strings on the bottom and pull. And that's it. Okay, so when you did that, you see that there's a little bit of a gap there. You don't want that gap there. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pull the small string. Like, I don't even know what I was doing there, but you're going to have to pull the small string. Or, yeah. That was kind of awkward. But yeah, you want to pull it. Just pull the small string. Anyway, I hold my crochet hook like a knife. I guess I put my fingers on that indentation. Now, how you hold your yarn is very important. How I hold my yarn is I have my two bottom fingers, which is my pinky and my ring finger. Those two, I have them holding on to the yarn. Right, just like that. And I can, if it's too loose, I can squeeze it, and if it's too tight, I can release it a little bit. Then I use my pointer finger and I wrap it around there. Then those two fingers, I hold the product, the actual blanket, or as you can see here, it's just a little knot. When you're starting off, it will be a little difficult just to get a grip, but once you get it going, I think once you get it going, it'll be a lot easier. But make sure there's no tension. You want it to be smooth and loose. Okay, so you're going to yarn over. You're going to yarn over. And then you're going to pull down with that you have your hook in and just go through the hole. Just like that. And then you're going to do it again. Yarn over. You're going to pull through just like that. As you're learning, you can move your fingers up like I'm doing. Like after each stitch, I'll move my fingers up so I can have more control I feel like when my fingers are close to the needle, I have more control on, how tight I'm holding the string, or just, I have more control. And there it is. And you know what? I would just practice this to start. I mean, that's how I learned. When did I learn how to crochet? I learned how to crochet when I was in the 4th grade, while other kids were outside playing recess. I was inside with my 4th grade teacher, and she taught me. And I think my chain was super, super long. Now, it didn't look as good as it does now, but it was really, really long because I just wanted to perfect it. Oh, here you go. So here it is if you don't have enough tension and you're just doing whatever, you're not caring of your project, you can always unravel. Here it is. Unravel it and then start over. But it's very important how you're holding the yarn. I don't think that a lot of people emphasize that a lot, but if you're holding on to the yarn and you feel the yarn through your fingers, you'll be able to feel if it's too tight. I really recommend you sitting down, maybe with a cup of coffee or tea, and just crochet while watching one of your favorite movies. That way you can get the feel for the yarn. You can, get used to it, and soon you'll be going really fast and you'll be like, okay, it's time for me to go to the next step. And then you would go to my next video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I will answer it, because I love crocheting. It's really fun, and I know in the beginning it can be kind of nerve-wracking, but it's fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!